Hi everybody, this is Intense Angler here. I'm doing a video today on this cheap so-called survival knife. This is a knife that I carry with me in my camping gear. It serves the purpose of saving wear and tear on my good knife, on my good equipment. Um, this knife actually has a lot of sentimental value to me. It's a good quality knife, and I don't want to be chopping wood or banging against rocks or any of that, and so I carry this with me. And I was looking through, it's marketed as a survival knife, and so we were looking through the handle, which is a storage compartment, at the survival items that was included, and it was very laughable what was in there. There was this cheap wire saw, some, I think, 3 matches, which as soon as we took out, the heads disintegrated off. So they were completely useless, unless I guess you could use the wood for dry kindling or something if you had a way to start a fire in the first place. But there were some hooks, sinker, a needle, a little bit of fishing line. Everything in here was rusty. It was just put in a really thin plastic sack, which did not protect it. So it was all completely worthless. And so we got the idea to just improve it a little bit. So that's what I'm going to show you here. This handle, this end screws off. This is your compass right here. Inside the compartment is where your survival items are stored. So this is what I want to get into. This is the upgrade that we made to this knife. So I'll just get on with it. What we have inside here is a wire saw, which obviously can be used for cutting wood for a shelter, or whatever other uses you have, or it can be actually fashioned into a snare. It's not really feasible, but it could work in certain situations. There's 5 or 6 feet of high breaking strength, low diameter string. There's some matches, which are sealed in their own vacuum sealing. So along with, there's a little bit of dryer lint in here, which is excellent tinder, by the way. And like I said, those are both sealed in their own packaging, waterproof packaging, and then the main package is sealed as well, so there's redundancy in your waterproofing. You do not want to be in a situation where you're, like we were in the safety of our living room, where you pull this stuff out, and if you actually may need it, you find that it's worthless. So whatever limited gear you had in the first place, you have less of because it's ruined. So getting on with it, there's a little fishing kit in here. There's some hooks, some sinkers, and a little bit more high quality fishing line in here. There's a safety pin, multiple uses, from repairs, to use it as a needle, to use it as a fish hook, whatever. There is a part of a candle in here to aid the fire starting process. There's some duct tape. Duct tape, I don't even need to explain, it has a million uses. I think if you had duct tape and WD-40, you could pretty much survive World War III. So, good stuff. There's some different band-aids in here, so it's, I guess you'd call it a first aid kit. Not really functional, but it's in there. There's a needle with some thread. The needle is magnetized, so you could use that as a makeshift compass. There's multiple videos on the internet showing how to do that. There is a packet of salt in here, which when you're dehydrated, your body sweats out, the salt and minerals and stuff. So when you're trying to rehydrate, a little bit of salt helps that process. It's not all your body needs, but it does help. You can't really see this down here, but there is another container which has a little bit of chicken broth in it. So you have an actual food source in here. It's not much at all, but it is a little bit of something. Yeah, it's actually got this idea from, I think, a backpacking website of packing seasonings in straws, just plastic drinking straws. You seal one end, pack it full, seal the other end. It's a good compact, lightweight to store a variety of seasonings. So great idea. Another item we have in here is some Q-tips. The ends make great fire tinder. A little bit of cotton on there. The body is a hollowed tube, so it could be used as a straw of sorts, to drink from a crevice if you had water you couldn't quite get to. Not really sure how many situations you'd be in where that would be applicable, but it's there. So this is basically what we got. This is the improved kit that we threw together in here. So the whole thing uh, fits in the body of this knife. It utilizes all the space that is in there. And that's that. So there is one thing I wanted to say before I end this video. Um, this was kind of just a novelty thing. It was a fun thing to do. I'm not recommending this by any means as a primary source or a primary piece of survival equipment, because it's not. It's just something we were having fun with. So thing is, I use this knife around camp, like I said, and so it's with me a lot of the time. And if I actually needed it, I could get by with this. You know, there's items in this kit that are usable, much more usable now, of course, than what was in there. There's a blade, you know, and there's a compass, so it is usable. But I would not recommend it. I definitely would not recommend it. What I would recommend is a good knife that you keep with you, and a well-prepared, functional survival kit. This is the survival kit that I carry with me whenever I'm outdoors. It's stocked with all the useful items that I would need, and I'm actually going to do another video reviewing this kit and showing you what's all in here. It's amazing the amount of supplies that are in here and the versatility that you get out of this piece of equipment. But that's what I would recommend, you know. Just carry this stuff with you. If you actually ever needed it, you would have it. You wouldn't want to be relying on something like this. With that said, survival is not about the equipment that you have, at least, you know, primarily. It's about the knowledge that you have. It's about what's inside your head. You know, how well prepared are you? If you have the knowledge, you know, you can improvise. You can get by. You can get by with what you have, with what's in your pockets, what's in your environment, what you acquire along the way, what you have at your disposal, rather. So, you know, that's what survival is about. It's about the knowledge, the will to live, and then that supplemented with the equipment that you happen to have. And so if you happen to carry a good piece of equipment with you, or, you know, not so good piece of equipment, if you have the knowledge to make the most out of that, it makes the process a lot easier. So I'm going to quit rambling here and end this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.